going to discuss about HCI paradigms. First, let us see what is paradigm. Paradigm is a pattern or model. It is a set of practices that define a scientific discipline at any particular period of time. Example, Aristotelian, Newtonian, Einsteinian paradigms in physics. Paradigm shift. It changes from one way of thinking to another, changes from one framework to another. Typical improvements are classical mechanics, quantum mechanics. Paradigms for interaction investigate some principal historical advances in interactive design. Successive interactive systems are commonly believed to enhance usability. New computing technologies are creating a new perception of human-computer relationship. Examples of paradigm shift: batch processing, time sharing, networking, graphical display, microprocessor, World Wide Web, ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous computing is synthesis of physical and electronic worlds in service of everyday activities. Now let us discuss window interface and WIMP system. Window. A visual area containing a user interface which displays output and allows input. Enable a single user to be engaged in multiple tasks which are separated physically in one computer screen. Usually associated with graphical display where they can be manipulated with the pointing device. Metaphor. Metaphor is it is an analogy between two objects or ideas. It is an expression of an understanding of one concept in terms of another concept. Example: all the world's estates and all the men and women merely players, they have their existence and their entrances. Direct manipulation. It's coined to describe the graphics based interactive system by Ben Snyderman. The important features of direct manipulation are visibility of the object. For example, documents and folders are made visible to the user as an icon. Incremental action at the interface with rapid feedback on all action. For example, operation of moving a file from one directory to another is an action on a visible document. Trace on the desktop. It is an example of direct manipulation. User can see both trace and the files or folder they want to move to the trace. Next one is what you see is what you get. Shortly, WYSIWYG. Related to visualization provided by direct manipulation. Describes a user interface in which representation during editing appears very similar to that in the final product. Example: word processor, web development. Action versus language. Direct manipulation interfaces make some tasks easier to perform correctly. Example: recognizing and pointing to an object reduces the difficulty. Some tasks are difficult or even impossible to perform. Language. The user gives the interface instructions and it is the responsibility of the interface to see that those instructions are carried out. Suitable for complicated tasks. Example: information retrieval system. You know what information is, but you don't know how it is organized. Repeated task. Renaming all files in a directory. Hypertext. Deal with information overload is used in scientific knowledge. It's coined by Ted Nelson. Way of organizing material that attempts to overcome inherent limitations of traditional tests and in particular its linearity. Contains automated cross references to other documents called hyperlinks. Hypermedia, an extension of hypertext in which graphics, audio, video, plain text and hyperlinks intertwine. Multimodality. Modality, a sense through which the human can receive the output of the computer. For example, vision modality, a sensor or device through which computer can receive the input from human. Multimodal system, provide the user with multi modes of interfacing with the system. Increased usability by combining the strengths of different communication channels. All interactive system can be considered multimodal, visual plus touch. Computer supported cooperative work, shortly CSCW. Computer networks, communication between separate machines, no longer single user, single computer system, how to support collaborative activities and their coordination by means of computer system. Group CSCW2, build to support user working in groups. Example, electronic mail, by which individual at physically separate location and can communicate electronically. Asynchronous collaboration. Participant doesn't have to be working at the same time. Example, email. Synchronous collaboration. Interaction among participants happen at near real time. Example, instant message, electronic whiteboard. World Wide Web. The web is a system of interlinked hypertext document contained on the internet. Communication using Common Transmission Protocol TCP/IP. Example, Universal Protocol HTTP, markup languages HTML made publishing and accessing easy. Agent-based interfaces. Human agent. Agent work on someone's behalf. Estate agent, travel agent. Example, software agent means it is a piece of software that carries out some set of operation on behalf of user. Example, email agent. The filter spam for you. Some agents simple use if-then rules. Others may use artificial intelligence techniques to learn based on user actions. Ubiquitous computing. It's a post-desktop model for computing. How to make it disappear, shrink and embed, distribute it on physical world, information processing, integrated into everyday object and activity. It is a small example for ubiquitous computing, where in our home what are the electronic devices we use, and the communicating, if you see, we have a modem. The modem is used to communicate for laptop and our smartphones if you have a tab, and we'll be using electronics items like TV, ovens and grinder. Mainframe. Many people share one computer, personal computing, one person with one computing. Ubiquitous computing. There are three scales of computing technology. First one is yard size, suitable for wide open public spaces shared by a group of people. Example, high resolution, large screen and project display. Second one is foot size, much like today's personal computer, suitable for every individual to have one. Example, laptop, desktop, tablet, computer. Inch size, computing device that can fit in a palm of a hand. Example, PDA, electronic dictionary, cell phone. Ubiquitous computing, sensor based on context-aware interaction. An extreme case of ubiquitous computing in which the user is totally unaware of the interaction that are taking place. Sensors in the environment, automatic lights, smoke detectors, etc. Sensor in our information world, website visited, time spent online, books purchased, etc. Sensor in our body, heart rate, skin temperature, brain signal. Information from sensor is used by system to make inferences about our past pattern and our current context in order to modify the explicit interfaces we deal with. Context where applications should follow the principles of appropriate intelligence. Be right as often as possible and useful when acting on these correct predictions. Don't cause inordinate problems in the event of an action resulting from a wrong prediction. Thank you.